Goldilocks Productions celebrates 4 years of broadcasting spiritual and metaphysical podcasts, radio, and TV shows. Thank you, listeners and supporters. Season 5 begins now.
Enjoy this Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Joyful Finding Show with your host, Melissa Parks.
Welcome back, everybody. Actually, welcome me back, too, because I've been missing in action for about 3 weeks now. Life kind of got away from me and stuff happens. And I'm sure a lot of that's happening for all of you now. Things are starting to fall back into place, but I need to talk about what's been going on with me for the last couple weeks. So the kids all started school, and I got into that routine, and I have a preschooler. So his first week in preschool was awesome, and then he ended up getting sick, and then he passed on his little cold and illness to his mother, and then his mother was sick. So we've been dealing with this cold and everything going on. Awesome. I have callers already. I'm so happy that people are calling in today. So it's like, and I had all this downtime. Like, I couldn't get up. I had to rest. I had to take care of myself. So I hope you guys are out there taking care of yourself. So with all that taking place, I really had time to reflect on what it is that I really want to do moving forward. And I still want to be of service and be here for all of you. And I still want to keep doing everything that I love, which is helping people, and to empower you to be the best you that you can be. So that's exciting. And a lot of changes have been taking place for me, not just with the kids in school, but with all these other things going on in our lives. So a lot of you probably have a lot of things going on in your lives, too. And it's funny because I did a little bit of automatic writing before I started the show today, and I sat here and they started with their hearts because there's lots of people that are really opening up right now. So that's why all these hearts were popping up all over my page, because that's our heart center, right? So many more people are waking up. And I know that a lot of people are remembering 9/11 today, and I'm getting goosebumps as I say that. So as a collective, when we tap in like that, it's so huge. Now, if we could do that on so many other levels too, not just remembering, but about what we would like to create together as a collective, is amazing stuff is going to start taking place. And I feel like magic is already starting to happen for some of you. I feel like things are just popping up, You've been asking for things, and then they're just popping up in your life, which is phenomenal. And that's happening for me, too, even while I was in my downtime, So it's like it's all happening for a reason, and everything happens in divine time, okay? So I have to remind you all of that. Everything happens in divine time. We as humans want to rush things along and have instant gratification. And trust me, I totally get it. I still have it myself sometimes. But it's like everything happens exactly when it's supposed to happen. So just kind of go with the flow, kind of let yourself ease into everything that's going on, releasing and allowing the old stuff to just flow out of you and stepping into all this new, beautiful stuff that you're creating. Because so many more people are creating so much more beautiful stuff now. It's so exciting. I'm so excited. And it's been a while since I've actually talked to callers. So I think I'm going to take my first caller, which is calling in from area code 720.
Hello.
Hi there. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
Perfect. And your name?
Lola.
Hi, Lola. How can I help you today?
Are you taking readings or?
I am. What, you got some questions?
Oh, okay.
I'd love to answer some for you.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm just wondering what you see about my career.
Okay. Can you just say your name again one more time for me, Lola?
Lola.
Thank you. Okay. So are you getting ready to transition? Are you looking for the next thing?
Yes. What is
it you're feeling? Okay, because I feel like there's like this little hiccup going on, and I don't know what that hiccup is, but it's going to put you in the right place. So it's like it's like 2 steps away from where you're at right now. So I feel like you make a transition to make another transition into where you really want to be. It's kind of like a hop, skip, and a jump is what they're showing me. And this is actually what you're desiring. So you've been telling the universe, I want this, and this in the job, and I want this kind of freedom attached to it. And whatever it is,
Yep.
the universe is listening, and it's just 2 steps away. That's what I'm getting, 2 steps away. So you're almost there. It's almost there. I feel like a lot of us are almost there. You know, it's like soon. I keep saying the word soon. And that makes me laugh because everything's been soon for years. But it's like, no, it's a lot closer. There's only 2 steps. So I feel like it's on the verge in the next few months if you're not finding it already. But definitely within the next 2 months. I feel like a lot of things are going to change after this full moon on Friday. It's like we flop another page over.
Well, I'm getting what I'm desiring, but at the same time, it's not as much money as I'd like to make, and my husband has to retire in a couple of years, and so I have a little bit of worry around that. And even though my heart desire is coming to fruition, I'm hoping the universe will also take care of the money issue. Well.
Okay, well then that makes total sense on why it's 2 steps away. Because it's like you're moving into that position that you really want, but it's not going to financially support you the way that you believe it will. But the next step will. So it's like once you get into that job right there, it creates more money. Either they give you a raise because you're really good at what you do, and it does support you because the universe wants to support you. But this is like your last little hurrah with this fear over lack of money, not having enough. The universe wants you just to believe that you're always provided for because you always are. And it's just you have to see a certain number to feel comfortable and know that you're going to reach that and beyond that, but you have to let go of that fear or you will not reach that. Does that make sense?
Okay. No, totally. Absolutely. I'm a Sagittarius too, so that's in my little thing. It's all gravy. I keep saying to myself, it's all gravy. It's all gravy.
There you go. That's perfect. You see? And then that makes it a lot easier, and it makes it flow too, right? So just allow it to flow to you.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Gosh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome, Lola. I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you tapping in today. And they're also sending out lots of energy to you today because I can feel it vibrating from me now. So it's like allow yourself to really release that as we walk into this full moon that's coming up so that it's like really gone by Friday afternoon or Saturday morning because they're giving me goosebumps all the way to head to toe. So you need to also pay attention to the energy that you come in contact with and also protect your energy. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes, and it's really kind of weird that you say that too. I have dreams and I hear things as well. I think that part of that is opening, and I actually have tried to talk to my angels or whoever is up there saying, okay, I need you to prove this to me a little bit because I'm a skeptic, but I really want to believe too. I mean, I do believe, but then, okay, prove it to me. And they've been doing that lately, and I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And they're going to keep doing it.
Oh, my God.
See, they're going to give you exactly what you asked for. You're asking them to prove it, and they're doing it. See, I have the goosebumps right now. So just keep going with that. You're going to advance in your abilities. But when they use protection, it's like when we go out in public, for instance. I always like to picture myself like Glinda the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz in my pink translucent bubble. We can see out. People can see in, but the negativity has to stay outside there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very empathic, and so that's hard.
Yeah, so remember to bubble up. I love this in traffic because then you can really see that it really gives you that space. Awesome stuff. Our energy is amazing.
How do you bubble up? You
I just say
light.
bubble up. I just say bubble up, and I picture myself like Glinda the Good Witch in her pink translucent bubble.
Okay, that's a good idea.
You know, you can picture angels around you. You can picture yourself in a beam of light. Whatever you feel like your protection is. It could be shields all around you, whatever. I just like to be able to see out and people to see in, but not get in.
Okay, that's a good idea. That's a good way to do it. I really, and you're spot on exactly what you said. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing what you do for other people, and thank you for me validation.
Thank you. You're welcome, and enjoy because it's going to get better from here, honey.
Yes.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks. You too, Lola. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Awesome. I just love all of you people. I love all of you that are tapping in. I love all that angels, the guides, the loved ones, the ascended masters, God, and everyone that's bringing us all together. It's all for a greater purpose. If you could feel that within your soul, they're vibrating me right now, so they're sending out a lot of loving energy. They're sending out a lot of healing energy. They're sending out a lot of validation energy. I feel like there's a lot of energy vibrating from me. And it's funny because when I first started the show, I was like, I'm feeling the energy, but I'm not even sure what it feels like yet. And I guess we had to get into a role for it to really start to pick up. Because normally they get me, lit up at least an hour, hour and a half before my show. But I guess since I'm having to run around kids and make lunch and stuff, they've decided that's not a good idea. I don't know. It may change. Who knows? But it's like now it's like I feel the energy. It's radiating out to all of you. I want you all to tap into it. I want you all to feel part of your higher self, tapping into your human vessels and creating peace within your heart and creating peace in where you live and creating peace all around you. It's so much about peace today. It's so much about peace and love, which is funny because my coffee cup had the little peace symbol with little flowers on it today, and I was like, oh. And then now it kind of makes sense, So everything that happens in our lives, we have to pay attention to those things, even if it's just, and right now it's 1:11. That's awesome in my time zone. So it's like we have to pay attention, even if it's the coffee mug we pull out that morning. What is it saying to you? And it's all the things that are happening in our lives. Like, oh, my God, I have to tell you guys this one story. So I've had these rats that keep invading my house. First, we got rid of them, and then my landlords put up this nice screen again. But for whatever reason, after I put up this energetic wall and all that stuff, they keep coming back to me. And rats keep telling me, that, I need to be shrewder. I need to go after what I want. They also tell me that there's a lot of, abundance on the way. So, I'm working on getting rid of them, but they keep coming into my life for a reason. So if things keep coming into your life and maybe someone has a rat problem around my house that needs to be taken care of, but, I talk about real stuff. This is my life. This is about your life. It's all about things that are going on. So these things coming into my life, just like right now I see a little bumblebee outside. So all these are signs and symbols that come up in our lives all day long to validate us about us going in the right direction. You just have to open your eyes, pay attention, and help yourself remember that you have these abilities and that you're getting what you ask for. So be very mindful about the words that you're using. It was like I always say to people, don't use the word work. I'm working at it. I want you to say I'm doing it. I'm accomplishing it. It's done. Whatever words you want to use, that's going to be in a better work, better than working, okay? Because working, you're always going to be working at it, right? And who likes working all the time? Nobody. I mean, there are some workaholics out there that do like it all the time, but they're trying to keep their mind busy. So it's like, but what is it that you want to conjure up in your life? What is it you're creating? This is the time for you to create. All right, I guess I'm ready for my next caller, and that's coming in from area code 773.
Hello?
Hi there.
Hi. How you doing?
And what's your name?
My name is Jamel, and I'm calling from Chicago.
Hi, Jamel, and from Chicago. How can I help you today?
Hey, I just met this lady friend of mine, and I'm really interested in her, and she's interested in me. I'm just calling to see if you feel any messages or vibes about that.
Okay, hold on a second. Can you just say your name for me again, and I'll get in your energy further?
Jamel.
All right. Okay. I feel like this is a good combination for you two to really learn from each other and to really grow. I feel like you're taking this relationship in a slower manner than you have in your past. So you're allowing yourself not to get sucked in, if that makes any sense. You're observing, you're paying attention, and I feel like you guys really get along really well. I feel like there's this connection. It's all about you guys completely standing in your truth about what you want in the future and who you were in the past. I feel like you guys are going to help each other let go of some old baggage is what they're showing me, because they're like flicking all this old stuff off. So it's like releasing, and this is starting new. So I feel like this is going to be a beautiful relationship.
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, you're right about everything you said. Wow.
Oh, thanks.
Pretty good. Okay.
So I think that you guys just need to have fun with it. And actually, I think you guys I'm getting lit up now, so this is definitely true, that you guys are both very spiritual and, like, you are into this kind of stuff. So this is stuff that you guys should kind of talk about and kind of maybe learn about together. And I'm getting lit up. So are you feeling that energy?
Yes, I'm feeling it, yes.
Okay, good. So this means that you need to follow that, okay? When the energy feels like that, that's another validation that you should be moving forward with whatever that feels like, that feeling, right? So it's about you guys learning and expanding together. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you calling in today. I really, really do.
Thanks for taking my call, and thanks for filling out the vibes for me. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. And you just keep feeling those vibes because they won't lie.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I appreciate you. Have a great day. How much fun. The energy is still kicking, so I want you guys to feel that. Whether I'm talking to you on the phone or you can just feel me through the airwaves of you just listening to me now or listening to me later, it's all about feeling the energy and following what feels good to you. Our brain kind of leads us down these other detours that we don't need to listen to so much anymore. So always check in with your heart center. What does your soul essence say? What does that really feel like? Really start trusting yourself. And I know this is hard, in like the first caller. You want to believe, this is kind of like me when I was first beginning and really starting to trust all this. It was like, I want to believe it, but it's hard for me to believe because I'm human, okay? So we're human. We have human beliefs that limit us, you know what I mean? And it was like, you have to get past that. That's why all these other signs and these symbols are all around there, whether you're driving down the road and the license plate pops out in front of you. I'm telling you, every time I drive, there's license plate numbers that are talking to me, or, all of a sudden I stop at a light, or I know why I'm at that light later on for whatever reason. It all makes sense if you just pay attention and put the pieces of the puzzle together, which is phenomenal stuff. And they keep drawing lots and lots of more hearts, so there's definitely lots of love flowing out to all of you guys. I have to tell you, I love it. It feels so awesome. I love tapping in for all of you. I love, and it's funny because when I tap in, it was like a friend and I were talking the other day, and it's kind of like when I tap into somebody and when I tap into your energy, it's kind of like me plugging my outlet into the wall and you're the outlet. And then that feeds me the information. And then as soon as I'm done with you or I'm done with your information, I disconnect from that and I don't remember. So it's funny. People come back later on and go, hey, do you remember you told me da, 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 da? And no, I normally don't. So it's like I connect in and I disconnect. So remember that when you guys are working with people, so that you don't stay connected to people that you don't need to stay connected to. It's about standing in your own power and let everyone else do what they need to do. And I should also tell you guys how you could be able to get a hold of me. So I do have a website if you want to look it up. I am melissaparks.com. You can find me in Sarasota, Florida at Wild Ginger Apothecary on Wednesdays and Fridays from 2 to 6 right now. And actually this Saturday is a message gallery from 2 to 12 with me, Isla, and Faye. If you guys are in the area and want to come check that out, it's a phenomenal time. And you can reach me by phone at 941-266-9250 to set up appointments or whatever you might need. I'm available for you. So you just call and check it out and all that fun stuff. I'm just so happy that you are all here today, tapping in, and I am just so overjoyed. I haven't felt this way unless I'm working, you know what I mean? So this is what I feel like when I'm tapped in all the time. The energy feels good. I'm just so animated. I mean, one of these days I really am going to turn this into a thing so you can see me, the TV show, because I am really animated when I talk and my hands move. I'm very Italian sometimes. So it's like I have all this stuff going on. So I am excited to take my next caller in area code 916. Hello? Okay, maybe she's not there. I'll just keep chatting to y'all. Anyways, it's all good. It's like, what do you... Oh, I'm hearing something. No. Anyways, it's maybe we'll connect with her in a moment. Oh, they are unmuted. So if 916 wants to talk, all right, we can move on. We'll go on to area code 678. I feel like I'm counting. Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hi there. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Regina. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hi, Regina from Georgia. How can I help you today?
Yes, I am calling to see what you pick up about my job situation and see where I'm heading. What's my next step?
Okay. Let's see, Regina. Where are you going with this job? Can you say your name one more time for me, honey?
Regina.
Okay. So, Regina, I feel like you are getting ready to make a transition to a new job. I feel like this is well overdue. I feel like it's almost a promotion. I feel like someone's going to offer you the promotion or whatever this job you take is a step up from where you are, and it creates more joy because they keep showing me, you know, moving forward, moving up, moving forward, moving up, moving forward, moving up. So don't hold yourself back. Sometimes you hold yourself back about applying for whatever that next position is because you don't think you're qualified, but you're more than qualified. So it's time to open up the new, they're showing me like a new avenue. I don't know what this means for you, but they're showing me like an avenue because they're calling it that. So it's like you're opening all this up for yourself. So allow yourself to open up to what is new and call that in for yourself.
Okay. Because like the position that I have is a contract position, and so and it says it ending this year, but my full year that I've been here would be January. So I'm trying to see, will I stay to the January or beyond, or am I supposed to stay?
Okay, well, I feel like you'll definitely be there to January if that's the end of your contract. But they want you to look outside of your normal parameters of what you look for the next contract and make it a little wider. They're showing me, like, you know, if I was looking at a map, draw the circle a little larger. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. This is all about moving forward and finding all that love and all that joy you've been looking for out of the career that you're looking for, right? Because you're still looking for that one specific, oh, I love this, every day.
Right, exactly. Yes, and my thing was like, should I stay in the same company? And that's what I was. So they have opportunities, of course, but in other departments, and that's what I was looking for. If it's something that I need to get out.
Okay, then that's why they're telling you to expand your parameters. Because even if it's in a different department, like, all right, say if you started with the middle circle, if we were looking at a map and you're right there, they're showing me, like, spreading the circle out. So even if it's in a different department, that's spreading your circle out, but not staying in the same position you're in. They want you to move outward, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, if you desire it in a different department, do that.
Okay. Because I have been applying for that, so the other
and
jobs
everything in divine time.
Okay. Just seeing where it's heading, because you know I don't want the flow of what's going on with me to stop.
Okay. Well, as long as you trust the flow, the flow doesn't stop, it won't stop. Okay, this is kind of how they have me right now. They have me with my eyes covered. I have no idea where I'm going to in my future. I have no idea what it looks like. I have no idea where I'm going. But you know what? I have faith. I love where I'm going. I trust it because I know that my heart is leading me there rather than my fears and everything else that I used to trust before. So it's like open that up and allow. See, I got goosebumps while I'm talking to you right now, girlfriend. So just allow yourself to believe the flow will never end because it's us stopping the flow. So we can't stop it anymore if we don't believe it.
Right. Exactly. Okay, that was just confirmation I needed.
I tell you what, that feels good. I like it. I hope you guys are all feeling that out there. That's amazing. Words of wisdom. Woo, woo. See, you're feeling it too, right? I feel like everyone that's tapping in, they're also tapping into all your abilities. So are you feeling the goosebumps while we're talking? Are you feeling the energy flow? Are you tapping into that stuff?
Yes, I am. I'm actually feeling light. So that's how I know it's just confirmation.
Awesome. Yay. You're going to continue feeling that all day because as the energy flows, you're just going to let it keep flowing because it feels good and keeps you in that space. And it allows you to understand who you really are, if that makes sense. Because this human body that we're in is really just a suit. It's a part of who we are, but that's part of who we're changing. We're changing everything. We're changing us. We're changing the world. We're changing and changing. They're going to repeat that word over and over again. So have fun as all the changes take place. Enjoy and love.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome, Regina.
You have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Awesome. I tell you what, people, the energy's kicking. I wish I could say raise your hand if you can feel it, but I know everyone's feeling it because if I can feel it, you can feel it. So it's just amazing, amazing stuff. And I am so happy to be back with you guys today. I really did miss this, the last 3 weeks, even with the time change and everything, changing it from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. This is my first show since we changed the time and I've been back. So this is phenomenal. I'm happy to be back. And I feel like 1 o'clock was important. I feel like the numbers are important. Maybe it's important I see 111 when it flashes by. You know what I mean? Everything changes and we just kind of go with the flow, even if it takes us a while to get back into a new routine. I feel like routines are getting changed up and stuff, so don't be afraid to change up your routine. It's just like, I used to be very predictive. You would know what day I was going to the laundromat. Now you never know what day I'm going to the laundromat. I just all of a sudden go, I'm going to go today. So it's like change up your routines, change up what you're doing. Get out of your comfort zone if you're still sitting in them. And if you still have fear-based thoughts, please get rid of them. Put them over in the corner. Put them in my energetic recycle bin if you like. Just get rid of them. They no longer serve you for your highest and best. They are hindering you. They are keeping you back. And it's now time for you people to shine. Shine, shine, shine. And no matter where you go, okay, whether you're sitting in your office, you need to shine there. And if you're not shining, learn to use your protection so you can start to shine there. And if you're traveling, you're shining, going from one place to the other. You're working on all these grids. They keep showing me all these lights lighting up all over the world. So I'd have to say that we are more than 75, maybe almost 85% lit up of the collective, all standing in this beautiful space now. So allow yourselves to really shine wherever you're going, whether you're traveling, whether you're going to work, whether you're walking down the street and you just smile at that person. Allow yourself to stand in your power and be who you need to be. And stop listening to other people telling you should do this and you should do that, because if that's not your soul essence and that's not what you're feeling, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's just other people's opinions of what you should be doing. So it's all phenomenal, people. We're just having a great, great day. And it looks like I have another caller. I'll take caller from area code 415.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Ann from California.
Hi, Ann from California. What's happening?
I've had bad insomnia last 2 nights. So anything about that? And secondly, about my dad, we need to move him into a assisted living facility that soon, like maybe in a week, 2 weeks, 10 days, I'll have to fly up there to help him move. So, but I think it's the right thing.
It is. I'm getting it is the right thing to definitely move your dad into the assisted living space, and that's also causing part of your insomnia in the last 2 nights.
Okay.
They go hand in hand, because if you would actually pay attention to what you're thinking about when you wake up and staying awake, you're thinking about your dad, and you're thinking about having to go there, and you're thinking about how to plan it out, and your mind is trying to keep you up at night about this stuff.
Miss work.
Just know
that. Right.
Exactly. So just know that this, and plus it's moving up into this full moon, which is this harvest full moon. So the energy is getting more intense. So you might be waking up So write a few notes when you wake up at night, you know, whatever you might be thinking about, and just put it on the nightstand and go back to sleep. Because there's a lot of downloads happening too, so you might need to be awake for those. But it's also helping you do this transition for your dad too.
Oh. Yeah, and it's my birthday as well is after
Today?
the full moon, so no,
after
in
the full moon.
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you doing something fun for yourself? You're supposed to be doing something fun for yourself.
Well, I could be up there. I mean, it could be, in a sense, it could be fun to be, because I'll be with family. That was not, I mean, even, of course, if we're in the midst of moving, we would take time out to do something fun for dinner, but could be that.
I love it. I feel like that's it. I feel like you're having dinner with the family. It's like this birthday dinner, but it's this celebration. But it's also, I feel like there's going to be lots of memories being talked about. There's going to be a lot of reminiscing as you guys make this transition for your dad, moving into this space. But it's also going to be very healing for everybody too.
Oh, okay. Good.
So there's a lot of things happening on many different layers with this situation.
Oh, right.
Right?
Oh,
so you could be thinking about those things too.
Yeah, my sister and I are not the closest, so it would be good if that helped with her and I.
Well, then why don't you put out the intention that it does before even going there? Because I feel like this is going to help ease a lot of those tensions that were there that need to really be let go, because they're from a long time ago. They're not from now.
Right.
You've changed so much that you don't even feel the same way you did 2 days ago, let alone 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like you just go up there with your open heart and just allow whatever has to happen, happen. But you're standing in your light and letting it shine.
Right. All righty.
I love it.
Good.
It's fantastic. And you're actually going to have a good time with your family. They're showing me like even though you're celebrating your birthday and you're doing something that's kind of difficult, you know, it still turns out to be a good time because you're putting out the intention before you go that it's easy.
Oh, yeah, I do pre-think that definitely when I plan things. So
perfect, because they love that. Because then it makes it easy. Even though you think it's still going to be rough, you're still saying it's going to be easy. Just believe the easy part and let go of the rest.
Okay. All righty. Yeah, I mean, we are lucky that we're fortunate that we could do this and help them. So that's the biggest thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And everything happens for a reason, right? So it's like you're going to see all the signs that you go up there, you know, as you're going there. And you're going to see the signs while you're there. And I really want everyone to pay attention to the signs that are showing up in your life, people. You know what I mean? Please pay attention. You know what I mean? Because it's all validation to help you move forward and really remember who you really are. And I also feel like you're tapping into more of your abilities. You're trusting your intuition. I feel like that's kind of keeping you up at night too. I feel like you should be doing some kind of like automatic writing. And while you're traveling, if you're flying or whatever, that would be a great time to do it. Just remember to use your protection because you're in a plane full of people. But it gives you time to kind of connect into that and bring that light into that space.
Great. Thanks. Do you do courses in that or anything? Do you do automatic writing?
You know what? I think I'm gonna have. I do. We can set up a phone call one day and we can do it over the phone together. But I'm getting it where we can do, you know, Facebook, or you know, if you have iPhones, we could do Facebook time or FaceTime or whatever. So it's like we can definitely connect in and do that if we need to. I used to teach a class weekly, but I'm thinking I need to start doing one again. And I may have to put it out on the internet too, which is a lot of fun because then we get to share the automatic writings too, which is always fun because I always have my class share so the information goes back and forth and it may be messages for each other or maybe a universal message. So it's a lot of fun.
Right.
So yeah, give me a call outside this show and we can set something up.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, Ann. Have a great day and have fun with your family.
You too. Thanks for the show.
Thank you.
I will.
Yeah. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. So what is happening with all you guys? This is so much fun. I really miss you guys, and I really enjoy you guys all calling in, you know. I felt like my last couple shows, I just did all the talking, which was important because it just proved that I can talk for an hour if I have to, you know. But it's also fun to interact with all of you, you know, even though I connect in with you guys, even though I know who's going to listen or I know what needs to be said. I should say my angels, my guides, my higher self knows what needs to be said. So it's a lot of fun, you know what I mean? Really connecting in or really trusting yourself. You know, it's always like when I start to do my show, I never know what I'm going to talk about. I really didn't think I was going to talk to you guys about my rap problem. But, you know, they want me to bring that up again because it's really funny because I think after after I'd been trying to get rid of them and now I'm doing the bad thing where I have to poison them because they won't leave my inside of my lanai. And I have young children. But it was funny because even after I put up my little energetic wall to replace the screen that the landlords put up and everything, it's weird. They bring this food in, and I don't find them nesting in my space, okay, because I've already torn my lanai apart 3 times, and I'm cleaning everything. And it's probably one of the things that it's helping me do, too, is really get rid of more stuff because every time I clean it, I get rid of more stuff. But here's the funny part. So I sit on my lanai and I sit in the same spot all the time. This is where I drink my coffee. This is where I look outside. This is where I have my most fun. And this is where I'm doing my show right now. And then so they were finding birdseed and they were bringing it in my lanai. And they made this spot on the floor right where I put my feet, right where I put my feet. So I took a picture of it and I sent it to a friend. And I'm like, look, they were back again. And that was the day after I just cleaned again. And she goes, oh, my God, it looks like a heart. And I didn't even notice that. That's why you should turn pictures around sometimes to see what they look like. And they left me this heart. So they feel very safe in my presence. They feel very safe here, even with a dog that comes roaming out here. So, but the animals were trying to show me love, and now I'm hoping they found their way before they find the poison and go live somewhere else. But it's like all these things that happen in our lives happen for a reason, right? It's either to help wake us up, to help us recognize something, or anything like that. Because I've had lots of different animals on this lanai. I've had snakes show up on here for me. I've had a bat in here in the middle of the night on me. You know what I mean? So it's the things that show up in our lives, you know, it's just amazing the things that show up for us. But we just have to pay attention, you know what I mean? So it's just like when that bat showed up that one time, it was like about rebirth. You know, and always paying attention to what you see in the clouds. They're always talking to me. It shapeshifts all the time. You know what I mean? It could start out as an angel and then turn into this beautiful heart, or it could be anything. They're always having me look up into the sky or just, you know, take my camera and randomly take a picture, even though I can't see what it looks like, and I probably don't look at it for 2 hours after that. They're just like, take it. It doesn't matter if you don't see it now, but they're showing me that and giving me that information for a reason. And that may not be valid for everybody, right? But it's definitely valid for me. So it's very exciting that all of this is taking place, and we're just in such a transitional time in our world, you know what I mean? And I have to talk about this too because it's kind of funny. So we've talked about 3D, we talk about 5D, and we talk about being halfway in between, right? Well, I feel like the last couple of weeks I've been in the middle, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what I do as much as I understand it now because I still don't understand it all. I'm still human, and I'm still processing it all and trying to get it all under wraps and stuff. But I feel like I was like hanging out in the middle. I wasn't really hanging out in 3D, and I wasn't really hanging out in 5D. I was just kind of like hanging out in the middle, kind of watching what's going on in 3D, knowing I could go to 5D if I want to, but I feel like I fluctuate back and forth, if this makes sense. And I hope this makes sense to some of you, because I know sometimes I talk over your heads and people look at me funny and they're like, what are you talking about? But it's like I come down into 3D and I help people up to 5D. I feel like that's part of what my job is. And part of going up into 5D and even higher than that, where we can go wherever we want, really. But these are just two names that we use a lot on Earth right now, so I'm not going to try to confuse anybody. But it's like going into that higher dimension, going into that higher feeling, getting out of that more dense 3D stuff, you know what I mean? And they talk about this big event that's happening. It's happening every day, people. It's starting to happen because of you. It's starting to happen because of the choices that you're making for yourself. It's starting to happen because you're following your heart and your higher self, getting you out of those positions and those spaces that you do not like to be in, that make you feel uncomfortable. And getting out of those negative spaces that you may hold yourself in from either past beliefs or whatever you have going on. Now it's about you stepping forward in what your true powers are, and that's creating, out of love, okay? And they're vibrating me right now from head to toe, goosebumps. I got vibrations coming off me. The energy is just flowing out to each and every one of you to step into that, to own that, to really create what it is. And you can't create it out of fear, because that's going to create stuff you've already had in your life. You know, and my throat keeps clogging up on you guys. I feel like you got to start really talking your truth, people. Okay, we really got to open up this throat chakra. And what your truth is what you really, really, really believe. Not what someone's told you to believe, but what you really believe to be your truth, okay? That's very important, and I can feel they're very excited about this, because they're making me move a lot, and they're making me talk very fast, and I can feel the vibrations actually coming out of my voice, which is funny, but it's a lot of fun. You know, feeling your energetic self is one of the best things that you can feel, and so it's like standing in that and allowing yourself to really create out of joy, create out of love, and don't go into any places of hate or negativity. Don't let those thoughts, those feelings get you down and take you out of that joy again. Look at what those are, see what your triggers are, why they're doing that to you, and really start letting them go, okay? But again, they're still keeping my throat hoarse, so I feel like I got to talk about the throat chakra some more. So this throat chakra thing, so if you know, and there's a lot of sickness going on here in Sarasota County. So, you know, I don't know if it's everyone's trying to wake up and get sick in the summertime, you know, because it's still very hot here, people. It probably feels like 100 here on my lanai. I'm sitting here sweating, but not normally. Not too bad. Don't feel bad for me. I actually enjoy this. I enjoy being outside. I enjoy being in nature. I'm undercover, so it's like the sun's not beating down on me. But I have a great joy, because I can see the leaves moving in the trees, because there's this beautiful breeze today. I'm able to look at the clouds. I'm able to see whatever animals show up in my life today as a dragonfly goes by, as I say that. So it's like, see what I mean about paying attention? Just pay attention. All you have to do is pay attention to everything that's going on in your life. It's a phenomenal thing. And it helps you create better lives for yourselves. And isn't that what your end goal is, really, is to have a better life, to be happier? We all want to be happier. It brings me back into my childhood again. You know, one of the things I always wanted as a kid was always to be happy, because I was an unhappy kid. You know, I had circumstances happen to me that, you know, made me unhappy. Not that I had happened to me, that did happen, you know, and I also contracted for those so that I could help break those cycles of whatever it was, you know, and I'm sure some of you other shows probably know some of my backstory, but I don't need to go into that today. But it's all about, you know, letting all those past feelings and all those negativities from when I was a child go, you know, and now I'm trying to bring out my inner child. I try to play more with my kids. I try to goof around with them more and not be so serious, because I was taught to be very serious, okay? And now I try to, like, goof it up a little bit, you know, have fun with it, allow ourselves to really stand in that, because that's what's going to start to create joy, right? When we start to feel that on the inside, and then we create more joy on the outside of us, because the people are going to be around us that are going to be joyful and all that, you know, and I love that word joyful. You know why? Because we have to find the joyful findings in our lives, and by finding them, open your eyes. They're probably right in front of you. And you know what? It's funny. I'm going to go back to my automatic writing I did in the very beginning. And it's funny, because I started drawing all those beautiful hearts and everything, and then they went all the way around. Let me get it right here. And then they went all the way around, and they said, "Stop, look, listen. It's not just for crossing the street. You know, this is how you're going to stop and change your life, right? You're going to stop. You're going to look. You're going to look around your life, and you're going to go, I need to change that. I don't like that in my life. And then you're going to listen to your higher self, right? Because listening to your higher self is going to lead you in the right direction, okay? And then you're going to cross this street very safely, which I feel like, you know, it's so funny, because as soon as they did that, and they put 3 exclamation points, so it's like stop, take a look, listen. What's going on in your life? What is it you want to change? What is it you want to start creating in your life? Those are the things that you really need to start tapping into. It's awesome, people. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's so exciting. Do I have another caller from 863? Awesome.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hello.
Where are you calling from, honey? I lost my pen.
This is Julia. I'm actually also in Florida. I live over by Disney.
Oh, good for you. Awesome. It's pretty hot today, right?
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah.
Hot and humid.
It's summertime, but we love it. That's why we live down here.
Yes. There's blue skies.
Awesome.
Never get tired of it, right?
No, I love the sun and the blue skies and the clouds. I love the clouds, too. Awesome. How can I help you today?
Well, actually, I am considering moving over to the Gulf Coast area. It's something that I thought about a while back and sort of the move got put on the back burner for a while, and I've just been going through the house the last 2-3 weeks, doing a major purge. Downsizing, getting rid of stuff. So I'm, thinking about moving because I would really love to be closer to the water. I just, there's just something about being at the beach, and it's just I'm a water baby, I guess. I love it. So I wanted to see what you pick up around me for, possibly relocating over there.
Oh, it's not possible.
It'll be,
you're gonna,
making the
You're
move.
going to do it. No, you're moving over here, honey. You're moving over this way. Wherever you're being called, I feel like you're zoning in on 3 areas, right? Over this side.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're gonna feel them out, right? But you're definitely moving. The time is now. That's what they kept saying. And the whole time you were talking, the time is now. That's it's just that's why you're doing it. That's why you're doing this major purge, because you don't need to take this stuff with you. It's not necessary.
Yeah. Awesome.
And it's like you're simplifying your life too.
Yes. Yeah. It's amazing how much stuff we accumulate, and it's like, wow.
I know, and you're like, why do I still have this?
Yes. Yeah, it's like
Trust
I've
me,
heard so much. My wrist actually hurts from all the stuff that I was getting rid of. It's like, oh man, I wore my wrist out getting rid of stuff.
Oh wow. All right, then you better take a little break.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt yourself while you're doing it. So, all right,
Yes.
I'm going to take a little break and just look at it for a little bit. But no, I feel like you're going to keep purging your stuff, though, because I feel like it's very important that you get rid of more stuff. So call on family members if it's some of the stuff that you don't want and be like, you want this, you want that, whatever. And I feel like you're going to move probably by the end of the year, because I feel like you're closing up that chapter over there.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Yeah, I just was a little concerned because, the price range I want to be in for rent, it's like I've been looking on real estate websites, and I found some places, but a lot of them are they want you to rent a bedroom, and I'm like, oh, no, I think I need my own space.
Okay, okay, exactly. So this is what you need to do. Okay, so you already know what price range you want to be in, right? So this is what you do. You go, okay, I want to live over on the West Coast. I need it to be a safe place I can live, and I need it to be something that I can afford. Because when I lost my house and I found this house, this is the longest place I've ever lived in 11 years, the longest place ever. And I was losing my house to foreclosure. So I asked God that I needed a safe place to raise my son, because I had a son at the time, and I needed something I could afford because I was a single parent. And the next day it showed up on Craigslist. So tell the universe, tell God exactly what you're looking for, and then it shows up for you.
Okay. Do you feel like I would have better luck on Craigslist then? Because you mentioned
Well,
that.
I don't mean you have to look on Craigslist, because sometimes you get scammed there too, unless someone can physically find out, I don't know. I don't trust Craigslist anymore. I did back then because it was a lot newer. We're talking a long time ago now.
Yeah.
So just look on all the avenues, and maybe someone in the neighborhood that you already know that lives in that neighborhood keeps an eye out for a rent side that pops up. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they do it that way. You don't even see it in any advertising. It's someone that has a house. They just put the sign in the front door.
Yeah, I don't know anybody over there, so that's why that, I would definitely like to do that. I just don't know,
Or find a realtor that you can trust that will look for those things for you as they're driving around too, because there are realtors that will do that.
Okay.
So if you want to be in Sarasota, I'll just use that as an example. You find a realtor in Sarasota that finds rentals, you know what I mean? And if they're driving around, they may find one that has a sign up and go, hey, I'll stop in there and see if I can find something for them or whatever. So it is possible.
Okay. Excuse me, now my throat's going. Okay, awesome.
All right, we'll tap into that throat chakra and figure out what you need to speak your piece about.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. That gives me, encouragement. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna rock and roll. You're gonna have a lot of fun as you move in, and once you get over near the beaches and stuff, you're gonna find much more joy because you can get there daily if you want to.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. You have a great day. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That was awesome. Again, I'm still clearing my throat chakra. We're clearing our throat chakra, people, today. We're clearing it. All right. It looks like I have another caller. I'll take that from area code 914.
Hi, Melissa. How are you? It's Katie.
Hi, Katie. How are you? How can I help you today?
Good. Great show today. And just wanted to let you know I also saw a dragonfly like 2 seconds before you mentioned it.
Get out of town. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. My question is, I sent a lady a contract. Her name also happens to be Melissa. And I'm just wondering if you see her signing it.
Next week.
Oh, okay.
They even wrote it down next week. Yeah. So whatever's going on, they're waiting till after the full moon. They're fidgety. I don't know what's wrong with them. Who's ever holding the contract right now is very fidgety.
Yeah. A little bit nervous. Yeah.
So no worries. They're gonna end up signing it next week. I feel like maybe even Monday.
Oh, okay.
So no
thank
worries.
God.
All in divine time. I'm getting goosebumps now. So all in divine time. We just have to get out of our own ways. You know what I mean? I feel like everything's really starting to click into place for people. You know what I mean? So if you put that out there, it's going to happen for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, I won't put any negativity around it. Yes, much peace.
No negativity.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much again. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. Oh,
I appreciate you. Yes. Thank you, love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have
a great day. Yeah, you too, Katie. Thanks for calling in. I just love you guys so much. It's so awesome. So awesome. All right, so we're getting ready to wrap up my show, and I see I have one caller left. And let's see, I'll take that caller now. That's area code 510.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Tamika, calling from California.
All right, I got California. You're a little choppy there on me. Can I get your name again?
Tamika.
Teresa?
Tamika.
All right. There's too much static for me to get your name, so I'll just take, Tamika. All right, got it.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. All right, what's your question today, Tamika?
I want to know, what do you pick up around love from me? I haven't had love in 4 years.
You haven't been in love in 4 years, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me just tap in for you for a minute. All right, Tamika, let's see. All right. Well, one, you haven't been ready for a relationship. You've been taking the time to take care of you. Even though you dated here and there and whatever, but it still wasn't what you were looking for. It's so funny. They're showing. I feel like you're going to open up to love in the next few months, and I feel like near the holidays.
okay.
Near like Thanksgiving, near Christmas, into the new year, definitely towards the later time of this year. Wrap up whatever. I feel like you got to wrap up some loose ends about yourself, some things you've been working on, so that you can move forward freely within a relationship, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yep.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be of service today.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tamika. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week, whatever we have going on. Woo-hoo!
Okay.
Take care. Awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you that have tapped in today and called and asked questions and just tapping into the energy and just feeling the magic of the love that's going out. I can't even tell you how many hearts I've, written while I've been sitting here today. I may go back and count them later. Maybe I'll put a post somewhere about it because it'd be very interesting, because even when they have me draw stuff and then they have me count it, that number would be significant. So it's so awesome that I had so many of you call in today and connect in and just have yourself a magical week. Feel the magic of this full moon, this harvest full moon. It's like I feel like we're harvesting, our new selves out of this. Everything that we've gone through, this harvest that we're going through is our true selves, our new selves, whatever you want to look at it. Just step into it. Just be yourself. Be love. Be joy. And if you still think, say negative words about yourselves or others, check yourself. Don't do it anymore. Come from a place of love and joy and happiness. That's where we're all coming from. And like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. We are all one. This is why I can love you, because you are part of me as much as I am a part of you. And they give me more goosebumps as I say that. And they keep sending out all this energy. It's so funny when I finally get on this TV show stuff. I'm going to have to talk to Tiffany about this. And then I have to find a place where I'm going to sit and do it. But I have all this energy being flowed out to you. And it's all coming straight from my heart. And they're taking it and they're like wafting it out to you. So it's like we're all coming from a place of love and all coming from this place of joy if we choose to, and creating those futures that we truly want to have. So stand in your power, stand in your joy, stand in your light, shine, 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 be that beautiful light for who you need to be. It's just so exciting, so exciting. And I look forward to connecting in with all of you next week. It'll be Wednesday again at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, because here I am on the East Coast. And I appreciate you guys all calling in from California and Chicago and everywhere else that you guys tapped in from. I truly appreciate it. Thank you and have a great week. Love you.